Now we will study another type of strip line. So that is shielded strip line. So the construction details of this strip line is shown in this particular figures. So this square block, what it has been shown. So it is a dielectric substrate. On this particular dielectric substrate, a strip line, so whatever the shaded rectangular block has been shown, so this is a strip line. So this conducting plate is having a width W and it is having a thickness T, and then the width W is always greater than the thickness. So these are the things are managed in order to maintain the characteristic impedance. This B is the thickness of this dielectric substrate and A is the width of dielectric substrate. And as the microwave signals passes through this micro strip, the electrical and magnetic fields are produced in this, and whatever the solid lines are shown here. So these solid lines are the electrical field lines, and whatever the dotted lines are shown here, so the dotted lines are the magnetic field lines. And whatever the substrate we are using here, so it is a low loss substrate, that is losses across this dielectric substrate is very less. Characteristics of this particular shielded strip line is, when B is less than half wavelength, that is when this thickness of the substrate is less than half wavelength, then the field cannot propagate in the transverse directions and is attenuated exponentially. When this particular thickness of the substrate is less than half of the wavelength of whatever the signal is passing through this particular strip line, then the field cannot propagate in the transverse directions and the signal will be attenuated exponentially. And the second thing is that fringing field lines also exist at the edges. Here the fringing field lines will be existing at the edges. Then the energy will be confined to the line cross section provided that A must be greater than phi UB. That is, so this is the width of the strip line. This A must be greater than the 5 times of the thickness. Then the energy will be confined to the line cross sections. Otherwise, the energy will not be confined to the cross sections. Now, let us see how to calculate the characteristic impedance of this strip line. The characteristic impedance of 0 thickness strip line is given by the characteristic impedance of of 0 thickness strip line is given by the characteristic impedance of zero thickness strip line is given by. That is, you have a microstrip whose thickness is 0. It is given by Z0 is equal to 30 divided by root of epsilon g into log n of 2 into 1 plus root of k divided by 1 minus root of k. For W by B, that is ratio of width of your microstrip and B is the thickness. If it is less than 0.5, similarly, if W by B is greater than 0.5, then characteristic impedance is equal to 30 pi square divided by root of epsilon or log n of 2 into 1 plus k dash divided by 1 minus root of k dash for W by B is greater than 0.5. Mean to say that depending upon the ratio of W by B, whether it is less than 0.5 or whether it is greater than 0.5, we are using either this equation or this equation to calculate the characteristic impedance, where k equal to, because here we are having the k equal to sec h of pi w divided by 2b, call it as equation number 3, and here you are having the k dash equal to root of 1 minus k square. So, this is also equal to tan h, that is hypertan, into pi w divided by 2b, call it as equation number 4. That is, using this equation you can calculate the values of, using this equation you can calculate the values of k, and using this equation you can calculate the values of k dash, and these values are required at this point and at this point. Now, then once you calculate the characteristic impedance of zero thickness strip lines, now so let us calculate the characteristic impedance of a non-zero thickness strip lines. For non-zero thickness of the strip lines, that is for non-zero strip thickness, that is here the strip is having a certain thickness, that is W by B is greater than or equal to 0.5. Then the characteristic impedance is Z0 is equal to 94.15 divided by root of epsilon r W into K divided by B plus CF plus C suffix F 8.854 epsilon r, call it as equation number 5. Here where K equal to, that is here whatever the K is there, so this K equal to 1 over 1 minus T divided by B, where T is the thickness of the strip and CF is the fringing capacitance, and the fringing capacitance is existing at the edges. Now, this fringing capacitance CF is calculated from the equation 8.854 epsilon r divided by pi into 2k log n of k plus 1 minus k minus 1 into log n of k square minus 1. Okay, we will call it as equation number 6. This fringing capacitance is measured in picofarads per meter. Now, let us consider the losses in strip line. The losses in the strip line is calculated from this equation, that is alpha c is equal to Rs divided by Z0 into B into pi W divided by B plus log n of 4B divided by pi into T divided by log n of 2 plus pi W divided by 2B, and it is measured in Nepers per unit length, and where So whatever this RS is there, so that can be calculated from the equation RS equal to root of pi f into mu, so divided by rho. Now let us solve one problem on this strip line. Example, the width W of copper strip line conductor is 0.266 centimeter with B equal to 0.32 centimeter. The dielectric constant of substrate is epsilon r is equal to 2.195. Find the characteristic impedance of the strip line assuming negligible losses. To solve this problem, first write whatever the given values are there and then calculate the unknown value. Given W equal to 0.266 centimeter, B is equal to 0.32 centimeter, epsilon r equal to 2.195, and we are supposed to calculate the characteristic impedance. In the given problem, since W by B is greater than 0.5, then we use the suitable equations to calculate the characteristic impedance. Then to calculate the characteristic impedance, first we will calculate K and K dash values and then substitute this K and K dash values in the characteristic impedance equations and get the values of Z0. K equal to K dash equal to tan h of pi W divided by 2B. Tan h of pi W is given 0.266 and 2B is given as 0.32. If you simplify this, we will get the values as 0.8632. The characteristic impedance Z0 is equal to the characteristic impedance is calculated from the equation Z0 equal to 30 pi square divided by root of epsilon r log n of 2 into 1 plus K dash divided by 1 minus root of K dash, and in this we have calculated the K dash value, substitute in this equation and try to get Z0. So Z0 is equal to 30 pi square, so divided by root of epsilon r into log n of 2 into 1 plus K dash value is 0.8632, so divided by 1 minus root of 0.8632 and epsilon r value is given, so this value is equal to 2.195. If you simplify this, we will get the value as 50 ohms. So this is the characteristic impedance for a given problem. Let us take one more problem. Design a strip line transmission line for a 60 ohm characteristic impedance having negligible thickness and the ratio W by B is greater than 0.5. The substrate thickness is 0.158 centimeter with epsilon r is equal to 2.2. What is the guide wavelength on the transmission line if the frequency is 4 gigahertz. First write, so whatever the given values are there, given Z0 is equal to 60 ohms, B equal to 0.158 centimeter, epsilon r equal to 2.2, F equal to 4 gigahertz. W by B is ratio is given, it is greater than 0.5. Characteristic impedance Z0 is equal to characteristic impedance can be calculated from these equations. Now first we will calculate the values of these denominator terms, then substitute it and get the values of Z0. Therefore, log n of 2 into 1 plus k dash, so divided by 1 minus root of k dash, this is equal to 30 pi square divided by Z0 into root of epsilon r. So this is equal to 30 pi square divided by Z0 into root of 2.2. So this value is equal to 3.327. Now 2 into 1 plus k dash, 2 into 1 plus root of k dash divided by 1 minus root of k dash is equal to e to the power of 3.327. So this is equal to 27.856. Therefore, 1 plus k dash divided by 1 minus root of k dash is equal to 27.856 divided by 2. So this is equal to 13.926. By compendo and dividendo, we can write it as by compound onto dividendo. So the equation can be written as 1 plus root of k dash minus 1 plus root of k dash divided by 1 plus k dash plus 1 minus root of k dash, and in this whatever the k dash value we have calculated, substitute it, and simplification of that one is going to give us 13.928 minus 1 divided by 13.928 plus 1. Therefore, root of k dash is equal to 0.866. Therefore, k dash is equal to 0.75. Now, tan h is equal to pi into w divided by 2b. This is equal to k dash and this is equal to 0.75. Pi into w, so divided by 2b equal to tan h inverse of 0.75. So this is equal to 0.973. Therefore, w equal to 2 into 0.158, 0.973, so divided by pi, 0.0979 centimeters. Therefore, width of required strip is w equal to 0.0979 centimeter. Note, w by b is equal to note, calculate the ratio of w by b. W you have calculated, b is given in the problem. The ratio of w by b is going to give us 0.619, which is required for us because in the given problem it is given the value, it should be greater than 0.5. Then wavelength is given by lambda g is equal to c divided by root of epsilon r into f. Substitute the values in this and try to get the lambda g. Lambda g is equal to c divided by root of epsilon r into f, where c is the velocity of the light. It is 3 into 10 to the power of 10 centimeters per second. Epsilon r is given, so that value is equal to 2.28, and f is given, so that is 4 gigahertz, that is 4 into 10 to the power of 9. If you substitute and simplify, you will get the value as 0.056 centimeters. So this is the guided wavelength which is asked in the given problem. Now we will study coplanar strip line. So the construction details of this coplanar strip line is shown in these figures. So here we have two types of the conducting planes. So this is one conducting plane, and so this is another conducting plane. So this plane is having a width w and this plane is having a width w, and these two planes are fabricated on a dielectric substrate, and these two planes are separated by a certain distance, and out of two plates one plate is grounded, and so the depth of this particular dielectric substrate so is represented by d. Now let us calculate the characteristic impedance of this coplanar strip line. The characteristic impedance is given by Z0 equal to the characteristic impedance is given by Z0 equal to 2 into P average divided by I0 square, where I0 is the total current flowing through a strip and P average is average power flowing through a coplanar strip lines, and P average can be calculated from the equation 1 by 2, the real terms from this equation, that is P average is equal to 1 by 2 Re a double integration Ex into Hy star into dx into dy, where Ex is the electric field intensity in the x directions and Hy is the magnetic field intensity in the y directions. Because here, so the electromagnetic waves are there, so both the electric and magnetic fields are there. So therefore, in one directions we are taking the electrical field and in another direction we are taking the magnetic field. Now let us solve one problem on coplanar microstrip lines. Calculate the characteristic impedance of a coplanar strip line, given that it carries power of 200, given that it carries a power of 200 milliwatts with a peak current of 80 milliamperes. Given values are P average is equal to 200 milliwatt and I0 is given 80 milliamperes. So Z0 is equal to, that is the characteristic impedance Z0 equal to 2 into P average divided by I0 square. 2 into P average is given as 200 milliwatt divided by 80 into 10 to the power of minus 3 divided by 80 into 10 to the power of minus 3 whole square. So this is going to give us 62.5 ohms. So this is the characteristic impedance.